Hi, and welcome to the FRANKENSAM Podcast.
You almost said the blurt stick.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I'm Frank, and I'm here.
I'm Sam, and I'm here.
Sam's here.
And Jimmy's here.
Jimmy's here.
I'm here. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
He's drinking today.
What's everyone drinking?
Wine.
What kind of wine?
The kind you drink.
Jester's Blush from
This is just a
Ghost.
ghost. It's a ghost.
It's probably the dog.
Well, I'm drinking.
Jimmy has not drank in like 3 years, and he just decided yesterday that he was going to get a wild hair up his butt and start drinking.
A wild hair up my butt?
Yeah.
Who even uses that as a phrase anymore?
Grandma's.
Everybody. That's a...
Grandma's.
No,
Grandma's.
what? That's totally a legit phrase.
For grandmas.
What do you...
All right. I need anybody who listens to this podcast to quote or see whether or not they use this phrase, because I've never heard it.
What phrase should I use? What is a better phrase?
All of a sudden, I started drinking.
That's not a phrase. That's just words.
All of a sudden is a phrase.
No, it's not.
What would you call it then?
It's just words.
A sequence of words?
Yeah, it's just a sentence.
Oh my gosh.
There's no.
Ah, crap.
A saying is like.
My mouse is sticking. I think I got soda on it. It
You
might
probably
die.
did.
Someone
no.
shook up my soda. Some son of a bitch.
Well, it's not April Fool's, so it wasn't me.
They don't like my logo. I made up a cool logo, FSP, for the FRANKENSAM Podcast, and both of them, like, I don't like this logo. Like, they were going to do anything better. You can't stop me. I'm going to put this logo on anyways.
What if I could do something better?
Well, then do something better. You don't like this?
No.
FSP, it's a backwards S.
No, and I
S,
don't like the
and a
letters
P.
up here either.
Why not?
Well, first off, they're just rough. They're pretty rough. And
Okay,
they're
let's
wobbly.
look at it.
They're just-
I photoshopped it over the last photo we took. You want to see?
Yeah, that's not it.
I know. There it is. Look. I took that part out, and then it's just the straight letters. Whoop-bam. Look at it. You don't like it?
I'm not crazy about it.
What else would it be? Oh, God,
I don't
it would
know.
be so difficult. I don't know. I don't like it, but just do something else.
Right, yeah, that's exactly it. Just figure it out.
I'll just use this. This is.
You're the creative one. Get creative
This is
and
me being
figure it
creative.
out.
I was being creative.
I don't like the
You're not being
direction of
helpful.
your creative outlook, so change the direction.
I proposed different designs. You said you like this one better. I updated it.
Well, I
It looks
didn't like
better.
any of the
It looks
designs I
better
said.
than
They
the
were
last
all
one.
just.
No, you
they-
said
No, I said, well, I like this one best out of all of
I
them,
have it
but
recorded.
they're not like.
I have it recorded that you like this one better.
I do like that one better out of the other ones, but I don't still love it.
Is this dog chewing on plastic?
Milo, stop.
Still sounds like he's chewing on plastic. Could someone take it away from him, maybe?
I can't reach.
So just forget it? Just let him choke?
He's not gonna choke. Oh man.
Yeah, it's called thinning the herd.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know.
All right.
Jimmy's
Cheers.
content on, or I don't even want to say content. He's like really hoping to thin the herd with this dog.
Whoa. What do you mean?
I mean, he's legit kind of partially wants this dog to die.
No, not true at all. I hope this dog lives. I hope it learns from its mistakes. So far, has not proven to be the smart dog, alright? He's a dumb dog in the pack.
The dog ate the couch.
He ate the couch.
Yeah, he ate the couch a little bit. Jimmy called me. He was like, "That's it. I'm taking him back to the pound. I hate this dog." He was very upset. With good reason. I get it. I mean, they're brand new
this dog
couches.
has literally done just about everything that I can think of to make me want to hate dogs. I don't hate dogs, but he makes me want to hate dogs.
Wow, cool story. What else did he do?
Well, he
What has he
ate
not
Jimmy's
eaten?
heart medicine.
He almost killed
Which we thought
himself
we
by
were gonna
suicide
die.
by eating my heart medication that I
Yeah,
had.
he was super strong. He has a super strong heart now, probably.
Yeah, no, he was jacked up for a good couple hours. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was like, all right, he's either going to make it through this or I'm going to dig a hole.
Wait, what was he doing? Was he just, like, out of it?
He was very out of it. He was just laying on the ground, like, you could see his eyes kind of doing one of these looking around. It's like, what the heck's going on here? He was very lethargic. I thought for sure he was not going to make it.
He ate my boots the other day.
He's eating boots, underwear, my couch now, pair of shoes, couple different pairs of shoes.
Multiple pairs of shoes.
You know, just a dumb boy dog. It is what it is. I mean, you know, I don't expect them to not chew on something. Chewing a pair of shoes, alright, I get it. You're a dog, alright? But repetitively chewing on stuff, driving me nuts, dog. Not to mention the fact that we fenced in an area for them to run around
And they have
outside.
a gajillion toys that they shred all the time. We have about 50 dog toys right now. Legitimately.
Yep.
It's a lot of dog toys.
Yeah. Milo, what is on your face? What did you just eat?
Dust?
No, he had something stuck on his nose and he ate it.
That's the look of stupidity. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm a dog.
He's a sweet dog though. I love him.
Hey.
He is a
He's
sweet
just
dog.
he's just kind of stupid.
You know, talking about Pokemon before, this is going to be a dumb old joke, but you know Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Pokemon Go and Blow Me in the Bushes?
That doesn't even rhyme.
Whatever.
I'm totally lost in this. Is this a new phrase that the hip kids are saying nowadays?
no one
See?
is.
Phrase, right there. Netflix and chill. That is a phrase saying, hey, do you want to go watch Netflix and hang out?
Okay.
That's not a phrase. That's just a sentence.
That was a whole 6 minutes ago conversation. Drop it.
I'm just saying.
No,
I was
you're
trying
not.
to find an example.
It took you 6 minutes to figure it
No,
out?
I was talking about the dog. I got distracted.
Uh-huh. Like a
Milo.
kid with ADD. Look, a squirrel!
Okay, so you didn't like my podcast logo, which was awesome. I also drew you, Sam.
Oh, Jesus.
I think you're not going to like this one either.
Oh, Jesus. Let me see it.
Do you want to see?
No. No, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
I totally want to see this, because you should totally make a cartoon version of you and a cartoon version of her.
Well, I made a
with Frank
cartoon.
and Sam over top of it, and you'd be done.
I made a cartoon version of her, but I'm not sure you guys are going to dig it. But I think it's pretty
Alright,
awesome.
Oh, God. How drunk were you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Look.
Why is it my
Probably a 7.
and my pink robe? And I don't have that color hair. Draw me like one of your foot girls. I have never said that in my life.
I know.
Those are ugly feet. That's not what my feet
What do you mean they're
look
ugly?
like.
They're not ugly.
Those are, what is going on with that? That is a deformed
It's
toe.
not deformed.
It's totally deformed. Do you see the deformed toe?
Yes, partially. What's with the elf-shaped big toe on the other one?
It's not elf shaped. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
still they got a point to it.
Well,
like
no, I get that. That's like the nail or
The
whatever.
anatomy is pretty good.
I think you need to get yourself an anatomy book. When's the last time you seen a pair of feet?
Oh, here, look. Oh my God, and I'm totally wearing my robe. Let's do this. Is that what my feet look like?
No, see, they're more rounded. Than
Yeah, they're
pointed.
rounded and fat. I mean, not like
Go
fat.
on,
but
take a
not
picture of it for future reference here so you can draw. Come on now. Take a picture of them dirty feet.
They're not dirty.
Them dirty feet,
They're
look
not
at them. They're all
dirty.
dirty.
Are they dirty?
Look at them
They're
calluses.
not dirty. I don't have calluses. What are you talking about? Don't draw calluses on the picture. I don't have calluses. They're soft.
He's gonna draw your feet underwater with barnacles attached to it.
I'm gonna punch you in the face here. You're a little feisty when you're drunk.
A little bit.
I forgot.
It's only been 3.5 years since I had a drink, alright? I'm just.
It hasn't been 3.5 years.
It's been close.
Well, we've been married for 3 years. Right?
I don't know.
2 years?
I don't pay attention to how long it's been.
2016. It's 3 years. And you drank at our wedding, so you've only not been drinking for like 2 years. 2.5.
I'd say drink at the wedding, but not really that much.
I wasn't a big drinker to begin with.
Right,
Yeah,
I've always been a
beforehand.
drinker out of us.
I kind of like stopped drinking before they told me to stop drinking.
I know.
And then it was just one of those like, I just don't feel like it.
What?
Can I see the picture again? I need to give you some more notes on that. Okay.
now
I have blue eyes.
And now over to Milo
gold.
with the local dog news. Go ahead, Milo.
They're brown.
No, they're not brown.
Woof.
Are they blue?
Yes, they're
What
blue.
color are eyes?
What color? Are my eyes brown? Do they look brown?
I guess maybe bluish.
Hazel.
Hazel, bluish green.
It's like a bluish green.
Yeah, okay, bluish green. But they changed, but blue. More blue.
Your eyes are brown.
I brought it over to you, Milo. For
Yeah,
the
those
local
look like
dog news, and
Milo's
you haven't
eyes.
said
Woof.
anything. Come on, dog.
Woof.
Talk to me.
Woof.
Talk to me.
Woof.
And this
What's
is
up?
not the color of my hair.
Woof.
Huh? Well, okay.
It's
alright.
close enough. It was a cartoon. I wasn't going realistic. I just like a fun, close enough.
I know, but I mean that looks kind of like I don't know. Okay, I'll stop critiquing now. That's all. I want blue eyes. The hair
You
needs to be
definitely
a
got
little
the
bit
color
darker.
right. On the big toe, and by the pinky toe it being more red, and at the bottom being more reddish color. You definitely got that right.
the
The shades are
heels-
definitely right.
The heels and then the balls of the feet are darker.
And the robe
'cause
is good.
That's the part you walk on.
That's totally that's good for the robe.
Hell yeah.
Minus the fact that I'm not wearing any pants.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about what's with the cheeks.
It's my cartoon.
Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, dabble in your fantasy all you want, man. That's cool.
Yeah. I'm not wearing any pants.
You're not. This makes this so much more interesting of a podcast. Please tell me more.
You want to make it interesting? I'm just kidding. I have shorts on anyway, but I'm not going to take them off
She's taking
because
her
it's
pants
cold.
off.
It's cold.
I was going to say, we're going to turn this podcast into a Howard Stern type podcast. Let's do it.
I'm not really sure
Yeah.
what that means.
Okay. You need to get a little bit more into.
Can this be
I know who Howard Stern is. He talks about him, but I've never listened to a podcast. I have no idea what.
This wasn't really a podcast. It was a radio show, and he started on regular radio. But then they were like, "You're too dirty," and then he moved to satellite radio.
Then he went to TV show. He had his TV show there for a while on whatever channel it was.
Oh yeah, but that was still a radio show.
Yeah.
They filmed it too. It's the
Right.
same thing they do with Rover Radio.
Right.
He's projected on the radio, but
Yeah,
you can
no,
go on the internet and you can watch him.
Right. I just remember watching it when I was 17 or 18. He had a show and everything was censored, but
But yeah, it was more fun because all the lame radio hosts are like, "How's it going? What's the weather like? Ha ha ha! Tell me something good." And then Howard Stern's like, "Porn star, drugs. What are you doing?" And everyone's like, "Whoa, what's going on here?
No.
This is awesome."
Very exciting. All right, what's next on your little list here?
What's up, Frank? What you got on your topic list? Let's talk about
I
it.
was trying to get through it.
Yeah, you're trying to. Get on it. Get going.
Chop chop.
I wrote down that we're never going to be famous because there's too many videos to choose from.
We're never going to be famous because of a whole plethora of reasons.
There's a million videos out there. And now YouTube's starting to censor stuff. And they want you to claim whether or not your channel's for kids or not. They want to make it more kid friendly because they want to get more sponsorships because they don't like a bunch of shows that you produce.
I think that's
say,
great that they should.
fuck
You have to say
and
if it's
stuff like
kid
that.
friendly or not.
Yeah, so, I think the YouTube people should watch this here, and on the pictures, they should censor Frank's beard.
Why?
Just to censor something. It needs to be censored.
So, it's been weeks since we've been here and done this, but did you
It's
see
the holidays.
Did you see the thing where it's like, at least we know why the Browns logo is a helmet?
Yeah, because he hit the guy in the head with the helmet.
That
or
guy
I
whatever.
like the new game that they started doing around, was tailgating.
What's the game?
They take the helmet and a pinata and they try to beat it up with the helmet now.
Oh, that's funny.
Because it was a Myles Garrett, I think it was.
Yeah.
Who it was that had the helmet.
That
Beat
guy,
him up.
they kicked that guy out of the league though, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
No.
I think they did.
No.
I think they kicked him out of the league.
No, they didn't.
They kicked him out of the league.
He got suspended from a couple of games
It
or
could have been
something.
assault charges. No, they kicked him out of the entire league.
What? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
He got punched in the balls twice or something like that. It's from I don't really watch sports, so I don't know, but he got punched in the balls twice. I really don't blame the guy. If you watch the video, it looks like he got punched in the balls twice, and then it was just like he got pissed off, and whatever was in his hand was in his hand. It's not like he was intentionally trying to beat him with the helmet. He just was trying to hit him because he got punched in the balls.
I didn't see that he punched him in the balls.
I understand
Did
that.
you guys see the video of LeBron legit walking the ball?
No.
No.
That was a whole big thing at work. I don't know, a couple weeks ago. But yeah, so he was going down the court, and then he picked it up, And then just kept going. And I was like, what are you doing?
That's his.
They didn't call
he's
it.
like, it's
he
not a double
like,
dribble.
I can't believe I did that.
He's like, it's a big dribble.
No.
Right.
He like said in the interviews and that, like, he was like, I can't believe I did that. I have,
Yeah?
Yeah, that was
LeBron gets
big
special
thing.
preferences, apparently. What team is he on?
I have no idea. I don't watch
Isn't
sports.
it the Lakers or something?
I don't think he's
Could
on
be,
the
I don't
Lakers
know.
anymore.
I don't watch it
It's
anymore.
the Lakers.
I thought he was back in Cleveland.
No, he's not back in Cleveland.
He was.
Like a year or two ago when he won the championship and everyone freaked out, and then he's like, I'm done here, and then he went somewhere else.
Yeah,
Went
that's
to
true.
LA to try to make money, which is like the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
I think he might be on the Lakers.
I don't
But
really
he still
care.
has.
Oh, God, we shouldn't talk about sports. We're not good at this.
He still has a sponsorship or whatever in Akron, where he has like an entire school dedicated to people.
Yeah,
like,
I'm sure he does. He also has a fucking shoe deal that's going to make him millions as soon until he dies.
Right.
The
And
guys
then his
at work
grandkids
listen
are
to
gonna
the
get that
sports
money.
channel all the time, so that's
Sports
what I
channels
listen to a lot.
suck.
I don't.
It does suck. It totally sucks. It's like the same 30-minute conversation all fucking day.
See, at the place that I work at, everyone is totally into sports, and they're like betting on it, like $2, and they make their little squares or whatever. I don't know anything about sports. I don't watch it. I'm like the only person on the planet that doesn't get involved with this.
That's okay. Me neither. Like, what are you talking about?
I know, but it's okay. It's just one of those things. Like I'm completely left out in that factor. But like they're talking about this, and they're throwing out like they're dropping names left and right about these people, and I'm like, dude, how do you people remember all these people's names? I can barely remember who you people are. Like, I'm just saying, like, how are you remembering all these names and their stats and all this other stuff? Like,
I know,
don't
it's
get it.
crazy.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, some people are into football. They're talking about the different players, and you're like, how do you remember this many people? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I
It's
can
not
barely
just
name 5 football teams, let alone any football players.
Like when I worked at the other plant, it wasn't just football. It was like, it was like baseball and stuff. They had like different things they were talking about. I'm like, how do you remember who was on whose team, what played what sport? And I'm like, I don't know how you're doing this. I don't get it. Like I can remember pages upon pages of information, but not sports. It's boring.
Right, yeah. No, I agree. I'm
Hey.
really glad that you don't get into sports, because then I would have to deal with you watching sports all the time.
Speaking of other sports stuff, do you guys remember when Mike Tyson bit off that guy's ear?
Yeah, like forever ago.
Okay. What are we bringing this up for?
I don't know, because Mike Tyson is...
Are you trying to make a shark joke?
No?
What?
I'm not trying to make a shark joke.
The boss was.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
Mike Tyson's got his own like weed strand now, and he's making his own weed stuff
Okay.
and edibles, and I think one of his edibles is going to be a chocolate ear.
Oh.
That's funny. That's
Uh-huh.
actually, like, brandage wise, good for him. Alright? Come on. Good for him. You should make, like, chocolate elf ears, ogre ears, and just, like, spread it out. He'd make a lot of money.
I think he already has a lot of money, but yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his brand was called. Was it just the Mike Tyson? I don't know what his name was.
I still remember when he was on, like, what was it, the George Foreman?
No, George Foreman is.
What?
What are you talking about?
He had his own, like, he was on there. It was a Mike Tyson type of thing, the Tyson Grill or something.
I have no idea.
It was
what
like a
you-
George
No,
Foreman.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I swear it was Mike Tyson.
No.
I remember when he was on How I Met Your Mother in the strip club with Robin and the baby.
Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
There was Ellie. Ellie's?
Maybe I'm mistaken. I gotta look it up because I feel like an idiot.
Who was her doppelganger? The one girl's doppelganger was a stripper.
Oh, Lily's doppelganger.
Lily's doppelganger was a stripper.
Yeah. I really liked that show until the last episode, or really until the last,
The last
couple.
season.
Right, because like it's like you spend 10 seasons finding out who the mother is, and then she's in the like 2 episodes for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's it.
And then it was all about fucking going out with Robin. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the ending to the show. You guys
Again,
fucking
and
suck.
I made like such a big deal of that stupid yellow umbrella. Wasn't even worth it. You're not smoking, Sam.
Yeah, I am.
Milo's realizing this couch is spinning.
Yeah, Milo has realized the couch spins and now he's interested in it.
Have you watched the ending to The Big Bang Theory?
No, I don't.
That
really watch,
is a great ending.
I don't really watch The Big Bang Theory.
You should.
You know what else?
It's a great show.
Do you know what else had a great ending?
What?
Breaking Bad.
Oh, I don't watch that.
Top ending, and then they made another movie. Still good.
I watched this. Honey, what series did I watch recently that I said I liked the ending? That you said I would have liked it?
Let's see. You watched The Office recently.
No, that was a while ago.
You're watching, The New Girl right now, I think.
No. I'm watching Lost Girl.
I'm sorry, Lost Girl, whatever.
It's
They
a
have
completely different.
Something girl.
I know, but The New Girl is like...
Yes, I know it's about a diner versus...
It's not about a diner.
The New Girl?
Yeah.
It's about two women that work in a diner.
No, that's two broke girls.
Ah, dang it. What's the New Girl then? See,
the New Girl is the one with
There's so
like
many
the 5 or
ones.
6 people, like with Schmidt, and they're running around doing nonsense all the time. They play the President's Game.
There's a President's Game?
Yeah. It's actually, they have the rules online, and I would totally love to play. It's basically like the floor is lava, Candyland, and drinking.
I'm lost. You lost me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense. The rules don't make any sense.
Have you-
Apple Tree and Candyland right
Have
now.
you ever
I'm
looked
lost.
at the game? Like it was called Munchkins.
No.
Munchkins. It's like this board game. There's like 5 or 10 levels. To win, you get to the last level. But during it, every turn you have an encounter, and you have different cards, and then you gotta like face it's like a dungeon crawler.
Okay.
You gotta face an enemy, and you throw.
When
down
are we
your
going to
cards.
play Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know. I don't have anything set up.
When are you going to get something set up?
It seems way too nerdy and complicated. I can't do this.
I would like to try.
I need to find someone else that's a dungeon master that'll do it for us.
Okay, find somebody.
Okay, I'll get on that.
Okay, get on it.
I was saying that you weren't smoking, and that the week before, I called and I'm like, hey, or I texted, I'm like, hey, let's do a podcast. It's been like 3 weeks. We're like, what's going on? And you're like, no, I don't think so.
Right.
I'm like, what do you mean? No? Just no.
Just no.
Just no, like, what the fuck is going on? Just no. I'm okay, I guess. No. And now, you were being secretive. You didn't want to tell me what was going on. Just like Jake does sometimes. You didn't want to talk, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
You want to talk about it now?
Yeah, I specifically told you no because I didn't want you to come over and us drink and we smoke a lot.
What did you do specifically?
I don't think I did anything that night.
What did you do?
I don't think I did anything.
Not that night, but overall, the whole...
Oh, it was a seminar?
A seminar. You went to a seminar.
No, it was an online seminar.
An online? It wasn't even like a seminar with people.
Well, there were 6 of us.
I thought you like went to a place.
No, it was here. It was a 5-hour, 6-hour.
What do you mean it was here?
It was a video chat with the instructor and 5 other people.
She
and
literally
me.
sat right where she's sitting, or on the couch there, with the computer, and some headphones, and listened to this seminar, and then talked to some people, and had some conversations and stuff. That's pretty much.
That's not what I imagined at all. I thought you like went to a place, and there was a guy, and like a motivational speaker.
Yeah, no, it was like it was a very small group
That's what I
that
imagined.
was like.
So how does it
A
go?
little more intimate. What?
Is it going good?
Yeah, all except for some things that I don't want to talk about on this.
Why?
Because
Why not?
it's going good, but I haven't fully quit. But I only have a couple a day.
Hey, that's progress. You smoked a lot more.
I know.
And you're not smoking right now, and I'm pretty impressed by that, because...
Well, I don't really have the urge to anymore. Like, even when I have one, I have it because I feel that I need to. Not necessarily that I'm craving it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I was,
I think this dog wants to go outside.
Yeah, I think he does too. Will you pause this? We'll come back. We gotta take the dogs out.
When he's 80 years old, I'm afraid of that.
Right.
The newer generation has ruined tattoos, is what Jimmy was talking about. And I kind of agree. Some of these people want this stupid shit that sucks, and they ruin it.
It's it. Yeah, I'm just saying tattoos are no longer like tattoos used to mean something.
Yeah, like my grandma doesn't like my tattoos, but I understand where she's coming from because she's old, and when she grew up, the only people with tats were like gangsters and bikers and just gnarly people from prison.
Right. You get prison, military, and bikers.
And
right. You also
like
have
really
a whole lot of tattoos.
I also have a whole lot of tattoos because I'm pretty cool.
She might just not like the amount that you have. She might be fine with 1 or 2, but maybe not like 20 to 50. I have no idea how many tattoos
I just don't. Personally, I don't understand the obsession with tattoos.
Can I tattoo you, Sam?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've already told you could.
What are we going to do?
I've been trying to get you to do it.
What are we going to do?
Well, you have to draw it first.
And then she's not going to approve any of it, so this is a waste of time.
Yeah. They're tired. They turned off the TV and they went straight to laying down.
Nice.
Okay, let's move on.
It's pretty late.
Let's move on
that it was
to a video that I want to show you. And maybe you can critique it and tell me what's going on.
Alright.
Right?
It makes me watch these videos and explain them.
Look
I
at this.
saw this one.
Look
where
at
the
this
dog
dumb
gets
bitch.
stuck. I know.
Look at this dumb bitch.
I know. Thank God that guy was there. Have you seen this one?
I have seen it where the lady doesn't get her dog.
Yeah, she doesn't even pay attention.
She's not paying attention.
What an
She has a
idiot.
dog on a leash. She walks in the elevator. The dog's outside. The door closes. This dog would have been like strangled to death if this other
I'm
person.
sure the leash would have broke.
This other guy that got off the elevator didn't like help it out. Do you think it would have broke?
Yeah, I think the leash would have
Something
broke.
would have broke.
I honestly think it did
Still
break.
pretty fucked up.
Look
So-
at it. It did break.
A lot of the collars
It
nowadays
didn't do any of that, and it totally just
will
changed down like 4
come
videos.
apart. The snap will open with enough force, enough pressure to save the dog for those types of situations.
Yeah. But still.
That's
Do you
just-
not pay attention to what's going on?
Dude,
Yeah.
most people are not paying attention in general in modern day. Alright? We are all so distracted by our phones nowadays. That
I don't
people
think she was
don't
on
pay
her phone
attention.
though. Was she? Was she on her
I
phone?
don't think she was on her phone. She just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, she was just la di da.
I'm just saying.
What you're saying too, I wrote this down. I need to stop looking at my phone so much because it's endless. Like it's just endless scrolling, and the endless scrolling that I do is causing me. It's fucking up my dopamine.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's a phenomenon with the factor that you stare at your phone and
Phenomenon.
you get a release of dopamine into your brain.
Phenomenon.
And so then you want to look at it. You want to look at it more.
Stop trying
And you keep doing it over and over again. But the reality is that I'm not saying
Stop
20
being a
years ago
dick.
we were better off when we didn't have the phones, we weren't staring at it. But I can tell you that since Netflix and Hulu and all these other things I can get on my phone, I stare at my phone way too much.
Right.
I remind myself on a daily basis, because of a psychology of happiness class that I took, to not stare at my phone. Okay? Simple rules that people don't follow nowadays that I think people should follow, right? If you're in the same room with somebody, stop staring at your phone. Don't watch something in front of somebody else. Look at them. Because then you're going to prompt a conversation that would not have been prompted before. If you were in the room and you were watching a movie, somebody else is not having a conversation with you when they could have. It just...
Right, but we do that. We'll sit in the room and we'll each be watching our show separately.
I only started watching shows in the same room with you because you watched the show and I got tired of staring at you when you weren't looking at the phone. When you were looking at the phone.
Honey, we can't talk 24/7. Sometimes
No.
there's nothing to talk about.
I get that. I do.
What do you? I mean, my negative on that is 50 years ago they didn't have phones. Guess what they were doing? Looking at magazines, reading books, reading the newspaper. Everybody has that. I want to focus on this. I don't want to have to focus on this, or I don't want to have a conversation, or I just want to like go in my own mind here. And I think that everybody's putting, oh, the phones are bad. No, it's just a different distraction. I mean, in those movies, you see these people laying in bed or sitting in bed together, both reading. You know, one's reading a magazine, one's reading a book. It's the same thing.
I agree but disagree with that to a point. I agree that yes, we all have our own distractions and it has been around since the beginning of time. Like, everyone wants their own distractions, okay? But the difference was that the people were reading magazines and having conversations about it.
No,
Most of the people weren't having conversations about these things.
No, they weren't. They were not having conversations about it. I'm not going to sit here and read my book while you're reading your magazine and be like, oh, guess what I just read in my book? That's a story about so-and-so falling in love with so-and-so and blah, 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 blah. Because you don't care. You're not going to read your sports magazine or your nudie magazine because you're a man.
Nudie magazine
like,
day.
Oh,
nudie
honey,
magazine day.
Look at this bra set.
Nudie
yeah,
magazine
you should totally buy this.
Nudie
Like
magazine day. Cheers.
Cheers. What cheers is? Why not?
Hey.
Hey.
Donations at checkout are bullshit.
Yeah. If you
donate
every time somebody asks you to donate,
do you want to donate $1
you'd be broke.
for hungry children?
You'd be broke.
Do you want to donate $1 to help children learn to read good?
Milo does.
Do you want to donate $1 to put shoes on monkeys? Do you want to donate $1 to put sweaters on fucking baby elephants?
Okay, so I think the first one was legit. The rest of them were just your gibberish.
But the reason they're bullshit, it's just a way for companies to look good at our expense. They donate the money in their name, but it's our money. And they use it as a tax write-off.
Right.
Yep.
They collect our money
in
a big donation pool to try to make us feel guilty standing in line like, there's hungry children. Can you donate $1? You're spending $150 on Cheetos, you fat fuck. Can you have some children out, please? There's other people watching.
No, that doesn't matter. Just because I say no at checkout doesn't mean that I don't donate elsewhere. I mean, you shouldn't feel guilty about...
That's not my point.
Well, okay.
The point is that they're trying to make you feel guilty.
Yeah,
you shouldn't. Right. I agree, you shouldn't, but that's what they're trying to do.
That's
they're trying
not what they're trying to do.
They are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Let me
yeah,
tell you.
are.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Working,
they're guilting you into
can you
donating. Wait,
no,
I'm not done that. I gotta feel.
Let them finish, then you can talk.
They're trying to guilt you into donating to them, and they take our money, and they donate it, and they use it as a tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's what the company's doing, yeah. But the girl at checkout, or at the drive-thru, or at the cash register, whatever you're doing, they don't care. They get yelled at if they don't ask you, or it's on their screen, and if they don't get,
I understand.
They don't care.
I understand what you're saying.
They don't care if you donate or not.
I understand what
It
you're
is a
saying.
They're
guilt
not
trip,
judging you.
I understand what you're saying, but it's definitely a guilt
trip. I guarantee you, they don't even like asking.
Probably not.
No, you could be correct.
Yeah, because I've been in that situation and had to ask people, and I don't like asking them.
I'm not trying to say you're wrong or disagree with you. I'm just trying to say that fuck these corporations.
Yeah, but it's not the individual worker's fault. You're putting way too much weight into it, saying that, oh, this girl at checkout is judging me and thinking I'm a terrible person because I won't donate $1.
No. That's not what I was saying. I'm not trying to blame the cash. I'm not trying to.
You're saying there's other people around.
I'm not trying to blame the cashier. I'm saying the cashier asking me verbally, and the other people in line waiting make me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's like a social trap.
That's exactly what it is.
That's why they're guilt you into donating.
Social psychology. People don't to look like it.
Specifically, there was an episode about South Park on this.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was really good and smart. The same thing. Randy was going to Whole Foods or whatever because he was going good because they got a Whole Foods and they were real nice. Like, look at South Park. We're so good now. We got a Whole Foods. And then he goes to a Whole Foods and every time she's asking him to donate $1 and he's like, what the hell? And then he goes and buys all the Ethiopian children iPads because he thinks like, oh, I just get them all iPads and then we're good and then I don't have to donate anymore. And then he goes back all good and then they still ask him to donate again and he's like, God damn it. Right? It's relating to the real things that are happening because the people at South Park are goddamn geniuses.
I wouldn't go that far, but... Yeah, so you're looking at the social aspect of things. The reason why they ask you to donate is because you're more likely because you're surrounded by people. People act differently around other people.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Okay, you want to make yourself feel good. You want to say, yeah, I'll donate to these people. And it's hard to say no to donating to a worthy cause.
Especially when I say...
strangers because you don't want to look like that bad person.
Would you please help close one-armed children in the gutter?
Why that makes you feel like a bad person. Like, obviously, there's something going on that's going to make you feel like a bad person. Like, no, I don't think everybody feels bad for saying no.
See, I don't.
I mean, I don't donate at the checkout, but I take things to, Salvation Army or wherever. When I see if there's a homeless person on the side of the street, I give them money. Like,
yeah, they're just going to take that money for drugs And alcohol.
Right, but
that's not always true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Probably.
You don't know their story.
Whatever. I'm
Who cares? Guess what? If they want to use it for alcohol, that's on them.
I'm stereotyping
Hold on.
homeless people.
Hold on. Look, all right. When it comes to donating to homeless people, whether or not you believe they're going to sell the drugs or not, has nothing to do with that. Okay, it has to do with
the drugs.
Has to do with you. Okay, it has to do with you. Whether or not you're going to donate to that person or not has to do with you. Okay, if they're going to go and spend the money and do it on drugs, okay, that's a judgment on their character.
Right.
But whether or not you're going to donate to that person is a judgment on your character.
Right.
If
so
you have enough to donate to somebody else,
to the homeless person, guess what? They get $1. Me giving $1 to this store for this charity, that charity's getting 5 cents, 10 cents. Like.
No, I'm
even
not.
at that, that's total bullshit.
No,
to me.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
I know.
I'm not.
The CEOs and the people that run this are billionaires. You're fucking doing a charity. You should not be a billionaire. You should not be making that much profit from running a charity. That's not okay. That's why I don't donate to checkouts. Like, fuck that.
Well, I'd say that's a good point too. Is there like a Goodwill? The guy at Goodwill? There's like
don't do Goodwill.
Goodwill
man.
literally just sells your stuff.
They get 100% profit. Everything they get is free, and then they sell it. I've gone in there and I've seen dressers for like $200. Like, you are given that dresser, and you're not even gonna give it to somebody that needs it. You're gonna charge $20 for it or $50, $200. Come on.
The thing, like, there are some.
I thought they were supposed to be extra cheap.
They should be.
There are some companies out there in which donate better than others. There are some companies that
the Salvation Army does too. I mean, they get their free stuff, and they'll charge for it if you go in. You know, you can buy stuff from Salvation Army. But they also have the programs where they're giving it away for free.
The reality is you can't judge an entire corporation based off of one area, though. Okay, because maybe in Atlanta, Georgia, there's a bunch of scandals going on at their Goodwill.
Right, at their Goodwill.
And maybe over in New York, there's a bunch of scandals going on at Salvation Army. You know, like, each company's going to have a bunch of people that they hired that are doing the wrong thing.
But it's not that, though. It's the fact that they are given donations for free. Right. It's not like they paid me for bringing in a bag of clothes. Right. They take that bag of clothes and they charge $1, $5, $10, whatever they're going to charge per piece, and they make all this money on there. Like, and what is that? That doesn't go to anything.
I don't know. Charities to me is one of those, you want to do a charity, actually set it up yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Donate on your own.
Realistically, yeah. Don't go through a company.
And do the research on it and figure out what company is going to give the most to the charity. I don't know. I guess that's why I don't feel bad about saying no at checkouts, because it.
Well, no. See, to me, this is just my opinion.
No, good. Okay? You shouldn't feel bad about doing that.
We are on the lower end of the middle class. Okay. Yes, I have enough money to...
Are we?
We are.
Listen, hold on. Listen, okay.
Are we?
Not we.
Listen,
we.
Okay.
Are we?
I'm on the lower end of the middle class, okay? I make $45,000 a year.
Milo.
Okay, I follow my budget. I look at my budget. I look at the amount of bills that I have for the stuff that I own, for the things that I own. Granted, I could have a smaller house. I could.
Right.
Okay, but I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Relax.
In order to live comfortably, my bills come to about what I make. I'm on the lower end of the middle class. I don't have enough to splurge on anything extra, okay?
That's not true, though.
Not without accumulating debt.
No, it's not. Our bills don't come to what we make. They do right now because of debt, but once the debt's gone...
Yeah, we'll have a little bit more, but we accumulated that debt trying to get to where we are now. All I'm saying is that, okay, I don't feel bad about donating to a charity at all, any charity whatsoever, because I need that money right now. Like, until I make it to the point where I'm making more money, where I can be banking and I have thousands of dollars in my savings in order to protect... Like, I don't even have enough money as a nest egg to prevent it if I lost my job tomorrow. So to me, I'm not set up for success yet. Therefore, I don't have the money to donate to charity, even if I have an extra dollar in my pocket right now. I just don't. Okay, once I make it to the point where I'm making more money, and I have that nest egg, and I have my future essentially secured, I'll feel more comfortable donating to a charity. But right now, okay, it seems like majority of the people that are donating don't have enough money to support their own lifestyle right now, and yet they're donating, and that's just stupid. But
it's not stupid.
To me, I feel that it's stupid because
that's because
that money could have gone toward $5-10 more.
No,
that's
it's not because they don't want to look bad. It's because
they have less money because they make poor
care.
decisions because they're not good people and they think that's what they're supposed to do and they're just dumb.
Wow, that's horrible. Maybe they don't make a lot of money and they know that they've been in that situation where they've been unfortunate and they've needed help, so they're more willing to give out that money and to help.
The argument of the newspaper stand and Bill Gates. Did you hear about this? I think it was Bill Gates. It might have been Steve Jobs, but I think it was Bill Gates.
Steve Jobs is dead.
Anyway, okay, it was I think it was Bill Gates though. Anyway, okay. So he had no money at the time. He was poor. Like, he was having troubles. He was scrounging, and he wanted to get a newspaper in order to find a job, and he didn't have enough money for it. The newspaper stand guy gave him the paper for free. Now, once he made a buku amount of dollars, now he's Bill Gates, and he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars. He comes back and tries to give.
Did you say Bill Gates has hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Okay, billions, trillions. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying he has lots of money now. Okay, he goes back to the newspaper stand and wants to give him money back. Try to give him something back for it. And the guy said, it's not the same. Okay? The charity is not the same in this aspect. You had nothing and I gave you something for free.
Right.
You have lots of money now and giving it to me is not the same as what it was when I had absolutely nothing and gave you something for free. Okay? I gave it to you because of the charity of my own heart.
Wow, that newspaper guy needs to just swallow his pride and say, I'll take
Well,
money.
absolutely. Okay, so yes, you want to make money, you think that's the thing, but the moral of the story is not actually... I don't even know if that's what really happened. I'm just saying, the moral of that story is just the fact that, okay, you give to charity, it's a testament to your own character, not to what you have in life.
Well, it's the same thing as paying it forward, or if somebody didn't have enough money at checkout and somebody else pays for their groceries.
I have never done that. Have you ever done that?
I've seen it done numerous times.
Oh, you've seen it done, but you've never done that.
I haven't. You're right.
But
I've never had
I read a thing that said today I paid it backwards at the drive-through, the McDonald's drive-through. I paid it backwards. It said the car behind me is buying my food. See ya.
Oh, jeez, that's horrible. I have been in those in the drive-through where you funny. They just keep going. But anyways, you put gas in somebody's car, and I have done that. I have given somebody $40 for gas.
And see, that's what I'm talking about as far as charity goes.
It's because, I've been in that situation where I didn't have any money, or my card wasn't working, or this happened, or that happened, or whatever the case was, and somebody gave me some money for my gas.
Oh my God. That's what I'm talking about, the personal aspect of it, okay? So, for me, for charity, okay, if I see somebody that's ran out of gas and is having trouble, or I see somebody that's at Walmart and they've broken down their cars are in problems, or I see somebody walking down the street with a gas can in their hand, I'll stop and help them. That's the charity that I do.
Right.
Because it's personal. Because I've been in that situation, or I could see myself in that situation.
Right.
And I'd want somebody to help in that situation.
I'm not giving $1 to a $1 billion corporation that's going to give 5 cents to
these
somebody. These
charities that are set up right now, I don't get the personal gratification, I guess, from that. I'm just giving to a big corporation that makes more money than I do in a year.
Yeah, we have no idea what they do with it.
Well, I don't. That's on them. Again, it's a testament to their character. But for me, it's not the personal touch. Okay, if I see somebody on the side of the road that I think is actually in need or needs some help, I'll totally help them because that's my character.
Right.
But that's the difference between giving to a charity versus actually doing something personally.
For somebody.
Right? I see somebody at a Walmart that's looking for stuff. And of course, I've tried to do what I believe is the right thing. Okay, I tried to help somebody that that was down in their luck and couldn't have anything, and I got them a job at a fast food restaurant so they could make them money. And they didn't even show up for the job interview and all that stuff. They just wanted the money. It is what it is. But I tried.
I went to play poker at the casino this one time, and then when I was leaving, in Cleveland, there's been several times there's been people that ask you for money once you were starting to walk the streets at night. I remember this one guy had a whole speech. He was like, let me just tell you this speech. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. There's about 100,000 of us homeless people out here. We're just trying to make it by and scraping for food and scrounging. He had a whole thing he was trying to pitch to me.
Yeah.
I didn't give him anything. I'm like, dude, I just came from the casino. They cleaned me out. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the sad thing. I had an incident when I was in the military. I just bought a TV, right? I was going to Walmart and I buy a TV, and I walk out and I got this like big screen TV, and this homeless person asking me for money. And I'm like, dude, I literally just spent every penny that I had on this TV. Like, I kind of felt bad. I'm like, I'm walking away with this like 50-inch TV, and you could probably use the money, but
he probably made poor life choices.
But could have been, okay? But again, any one of us could have been
so
hitting a
mean.
hard...
What? Some of these homeless people are just tricksters. They just want
Right.
to do meth and live in a gutter.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. It's hard to tell the difference between... It's hard to tell the difference between the other ones, all right? It's hard to tell.
Homeless, and I get that.
Someone I just want to be like, get the fuck away from me. I don't give a shit about your sad story.
So, I've, like... It's not like I walk past very many homeless people.
But you understand where I'm coming from, right? Like,
I
there's a stigmatism for a reason.
Yes, and I understand that.
Did I say
and when I
stigmatism?
went to New York...
I think I meant stereotype.
Yes.
And when I went to New York and you pass a homeless person every 20 feet, you'd go broke if you gave everybody some money.
No, yeah. I think some of them, there might be some legit ones that need just a little bit of help, but there's a lot of them that are just addicted to drugs.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of people that are addicted to drugs. There's
But
a lot
if
of
you
people
don't
with
feel
mental
comfortable
health,
getting
mental
them
health
money,
issues.
give them a blanket. Buy them a pop. Give them a sandwich.
See, I felt bad at the hospital that I worked at. Okay, I worked at the hospital, and part of doing a security job was to make sure that the homeless people weren't inside this hospital all the time. Because that's like they would try to come in and sleep in the lobby and stuff.
Dude.
And it's like, I feel bad to kick you out. Like, I really do. I wish that I could help you out and make it better circumstances. And there was, again, a lot of them were drug addicts, and a lot of them were people that made very poor choices and burned a lot of bridges that they shouldn't have. And, like, you feel for them in a sense, but there's nothing I could do. Like...
Right. I remember that lady when I was in Texas that was sleeping in the dumpsters.
Right.
And I took her inside and I bought her breakfast, and I was like, okay, here's some breakfast, eat, and then you can go. But you can't sleep here. Like, you cannot sleep at our dumpsters anymore. And then she came back for lunch, and somebody bought her lunch, one of my other workers, and then she wanted to come back, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna have to call the cops on you. Like, you just cannot keep coming in here, pestering people, trying to get my stuff. And, like, she would, like, go up to the service station when nobody was looking, when she didn't think, and, like, take a bunch of crackers or take the sugar packets, like, just start, like, hoarding stuff.
Right. That's the other thing I'm talking about. Like, you try to do one good thing once, and she just tries to completely take advantage.
Right.
But how did this become about the homeless people or charities?
Oh, Jesus, Milo.
Can I switch the topic to some
random... Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead. You brought up this conversation.
Did I? That's okay. I like...
Bring it on, man. What's the next topic?
Well, this was just about a random movie. Do you guys remember...
You were 11 on Zoe, huh?
Do you remember $1 Million Baby?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah,
Clint
I totally
Eastwood
did.
And the boxer? The
Vaguely.
boxer lady?
Yes.
Sam looks like she doesn't...
Yeah, no, I was thinking about the movie.
What?
Wait, with the baby that gets lost and somebody takes him. No, that's wrong.
That's not the movie.
That's not. Okay.
It's a boxing movie. It's about a female boxer.
Oh.
Yes.
Boxing, and her.
Yes.
It's a Clint Eastwood movie. Clint Eastwood is the coach.
Baby's Day Out. That's what I was thinking of.
That is not even close.
Movie, yes.
No, but
and
it's
the acting doesn't even compare. The acting doesn't even compare. Baby's Day Out.
That's a good movie.
Oh my God, that was like a kids movie.
That's adorable.
It's stupid. $1 Million Baby. Jimmy, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember what happened towards the end?
It's been a while since the movie, but yes.
It was supposed to be based on was it based on a true story?
Yes.
I think it was.
Yes, it was.
And it was like, hey, the movie was like, hey,
Milo.
What's up? Are you enjoying this pretty good boxing movie about a female? And I'm like, yeah, I kind of am. And then the movie's like, oh, how about you go fuck yourself? And then she gets paralyzed.
Yep.
She's in a hospital bed. She gets gangrene. They start cutting off her fucking limbs, and then she dies.
Yeah.
End of movie.
Yeah. Well, no.
How'd you like the movie now?
No, so in the movie,
God damn it!
Like, it goes over the fact that like her parents and her like brothers and sisters are trying to like they're living off of her You know, and it goes through that whole like heart-wrenching thing where like all of her family really all they cared about was the money, rather than her type of thing. That went through too. I remember that. It was just one of those like, wow, really, like,
Don't
you
be
care
so
more
jealous.
about the money than the actual person. Like they're literally paralyzed now and lost their only source of income, and all you care about is the money. Like it was messed up.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a real like dramatic tragedy, but it started out as a pretty good boxing movie.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why I had to go towards that way.
Well, because again, okay, you're talking about this movie now because you remember it. That's the whole aspect.
But then again, I think it was like maybe what actually happened to this lady.
Yeah.
Was that true? I feel like I need to look it up, but I don't want to.
Go on.
There's also like a life lesson learned in that too. Like people.
What? What's the life lesson?
In an aspect, okay, people spend their entire life trying to do one thing, right? They try to do one thing, and when you lose that one thing, they're suddenly lost and depressed, and there's nothing else to live for. That's not really the case.
She was paralyzed.
Yeah, I get it.
From the neck down.
Right. She got effed. Right. I get it. I'm just saying. Like, all I'm saying is like, you take like a high school kid who believes he's going to be a famous football star, and then suddenly he blows out, towards his ACL or whatever, and now he can't be a football star anymore. And then suddenly, like, his life is over. Like, his entire life has been geared toward this one thing, and now he can't do it. Now he's lost. What does he do now?
Yeah, he finds a different path. He's still in high school. He's got time.
Right, but it causes a massive depression.
Store. He's going to sell tires for the rest of his life. You talk about the good old days. When I won the state championship from my high school, I could still fit in my Leatherman jacket.
See, I don't know, like, granted, like, I get sports are big and people are into this, and I even understand the aspect of, like, people who play football in high school and how that's, like, a great time and all this stuff, but, like, you see these people that played high school football, they have, like, 2 slipped discs, a torn ACL, they're walking around like an arched, hunched over like they're 80 years old when they're 30-something years old. Why in the hell did you decide to let your kid play that fucking sport?
That's right. Football is
Logan came home
Why
and was like,
in the
I want to play
fuck would you
football.
let
And
that
Jimmy's like,
happen?
no.
Football is a dangerous sport. They wear helmets and pads, and they hit each other at, like, full speed.
You get, like, 1% that gets into the NFL. Why the fuck would you let your kid do that for a 1% chance?
Not only that, but I remember I was at a casino, again, specifically, not that I go a lot, but apparently...
You go a lot.
Whatever.
That's cool.
But there was TVs on. They had, like, a bunch of fucking sports games, and one of the sports games they had on was a rugby game.
From, shit. That is rough.
From, was it, like, England or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's...
So there's a rugby game on, and there was like an older people that were like
worse than
asking,
football.
"You're getting to the thing I was trying to say. Well, you're wrong." And
You're always wrong.
I'm always wrong.
The people, the old ladies were like,
That's why you don't have a girlfriend.
What is this? Shut up, Sam. This is not what that's about. Okay, you're wrong.
Personal
Yes,
gouge.
that means so mean. I know.
Why do you have to say that? Why do you have to get into that? I'm starting to talk about rugby. You have to go into whatever.
I'm sorry. Continue with your rant.
It's fucking... These people ask what it was, and the bartender's like, oh, that's rugby. It's like a more aggressive football. It's like a more dangerous football game. And me sitting there knowing more than most people around me all the time was like, no, that's not correct. Because in rugby, they don't wear...
ego.
I know.
Shut the fuck up. In rugby, they don't wear pads, okay?
Right.
And the people playing know this, and they protect their head, and they do not hit each other at full force. There's actually, statistically, less injuries in rugby and less concussions than in the NFL. Because in the NFL, everyone wears helmets and high-tech pads, and they think, we'll be fine, and they hit each other at full speed. They go full tilt when they hit each other, and there's way more injuries, way more concussions, way more injuries because of the pads. The pads make it more dangerous. When you think it's the opposite. You think less pads make it more dangerous, but it's the opposite because the rugby players know that there's no pads, that I can't bash my head into the other guy's head.
Right.
See, you're taking that in a different stance. So what it could be is a different culture and different group, knowing, hey, I don't want to hurt myself and you, and then taking the typical dumb jock that goes into the NFL that's like, ooh, I've already had 5 concussions. No. I don't give a fuck.
Because they're wearing,
I'm going to knock you out
they feel
because I don't care if I get a concussion.
It's not about being caring. It's they're wearing full pads and they feel safe. Like I just hit this.
I don't think they feel safe. I think they just
no, they definitely feel safe.
I don't think they do.
Full pads.
Hold on. Okay, what about the money factor? How many people make buku dollars in rugby versus fucking
rugby? What's
NFL?
Rugby? Is rugby a game?
Rugby. I'm just saying, how many people make millions of dollars or billions of dollars in rugby?
Nobody makes billions of dollars in rugby.
Exactly.
How many people make billions of dollars in
rugby? That's not what it is. It's because it's because it's not as exciting. Because they don't hit as hard. There's not as cool as play.
All I'm saying is that the people that are making millions of dollars, they're going hard and they're staying hard and they're trying to push themselves to the limits because they want to make it into the NFL.
Speaking of going hard,
versus the rugby, which is just a side sport. Like, yeah, there's professional rugby, but they don't make a bunch of money like they do.
I can't believe Zoe is still in my lab. I thought she would jump down by now. Seriously.
No, she's just having.
She's a cuddle bug. She loves it.
I'm going to bed.
Speaking of going hard,
after this,
did you want a little bit of this?
No, I don't want any of that.
Just a little bit.
No. Just a little bit.
No.
All right. Well, this is a good. I guess we can stop. I'm at 56.
A good stopping point?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I appreciate you guys finally letting me come over and do this again because you're supposed to. And the logo is pretty set, I think. I really like it. And I got a good picture of Sam with your feet up. That might be, I think that's going to be the thumbnail this time.
Oh, Jesus.
It's pretty.
Well,
I like it. I like it a lot.
You've already seen it once.
No, I didn't see the picture.
No, I don't think she did see it.
Oh,
right. Did it switch already?
Oh, yeah, I totally did. What is that?
Don't worry about that.
Don't look at that one. Did you post that on your story? That's a horrible picture. Why would you do that? Can you delete that one? 2 people have seen it. How do I delete it?
Don't delete it. It's fine. Get off, Zoe.
I need to delete it. Do you see my face?
No.
I want to delete it if I get a better picture.
Anything's better than that.
Take your shoes off. All right, this was fun. Thanks,
Good night,
everybody.
everyone.
Where's my thing?
Dun, 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 dun.